Hello traders and welcome to the market update for the week ending 12th of February 2021. I'm JG, member of the Vedanta Elite trading team here at Master the Markets. What we're going to talk about today is market compression. Market compression, what is market compression? So as we know, the markets normally trend, either in a uptrend or, we might get a market in a downtrend. Okay. However, if the market is not moving anywhere and it's just like literally going sideways in a linear formation, then you get a sideways movement in the market. And then if you were to draw some lines on there, you'd see that it's got some touches, but it's not breaking out from any particular direction as such. So drawing a point from arrow to arrow, there you can see this. We've got a higher high and a low, and then an even higher high with a low, and then another high, a higher low, and a higher high. So as you can see here, we have a low and a high. We have a lower low, but after this, the next one is a higher high. This one is a higher high, and this one here is a higher low. So when we know we have this, and that continues, again, another higher low and a higher high. So as you can see, this becomes a trend. This is an uptrend here, okay? And you can clearly see that the market is going up. We've got our swings confirmed, and we can see the market is going up. However, on certain markets, you'll find certain instruments, they don't have the same kind of movement going on. So let's have a look at some examples here. So I'll show you on dollar Swiss. There you can see, along a strong downtrend there we had in the past, where the market came rushing down and a strong move there. And then when it got to about this point there, then you can see that I've drawn some lines there, which are kind of like a rough idea. But we had a little breakout there, but nothing came of it. Went back up, and then another breakout there to the downside, but nothing came of it. And then you can see that it's consolidating within the lines there, and then you had a breakout to the upside as well there. But this is where you can see that the break happened. So from approximately this point to this point there, you can see there is quite a bit of a compression going on, where the market hasn't made its mind up and decided which way it's going to go. So we just got to sit there and patiently wait for this to pick a direction. So that's what we have on there. I'll move on to the pound dollar. You can see a similar pattern formed there on the pound dollar. Let me just clear these lines for you there. So basically from end of December onwards, so this bar here being the 4th of January, you can see had a go of breaking through, but nothing much, came back and reverted, a low test bar there. But as you can see, slight breakout, and then we've had a run to the upside in the past week and a half. So now we've had this run to the upside. We've seen it's made a break for it, and we have taken some opportunities to the downside on the pound dollar. So as you can see, now we've seen a break. We'll see if it's got any more momentum going to the upside, but possible. We can see where it's come from along there. It's come from there, and then it's stagnated and gone along, and now it's started to rise again. So as you can see, we've got a bit of a move going to the upside, and now we've had a turn here. So where it's turning, we've got a slight to the downside, but today's bar, as you can see, it's a buy bar going strong to the upside. We just keep an eye on this, because we have got a trade pending on this one. So we are in the trade, not pending, we are in the trade. Okay, so that's another example of the like market compression going on there. And another good one, I've drawn some lines on this one to give you an idea. So there we have a little bit of a compression going on there, where you can see from the top line there. So I've got some lines drawn on here for you. We've got a top line there, resistance, and a little bit of a support line here. So I've drawn this down just to give you an idea to say that it's staying within this channel there. You've got the first touch there, and then you can see that within the lines that I've drawn, that the market hasn't broken through. It's come down to this point, and then here is where it breaks out. Okay, and then it's gone to the upside. Okay, what I want to bring to your attention here is, if I put my crosshairs on and then I look at the first bar that's made a touch onto the top. So from this bar down to the bar, the last bar that made a touch onto the bottom line there, I have, if you look at the first figure of the three in next to the crosshairs, you can see 47. So it took 47 bars for it to get to this point, okay, and this distance, okay. So from the top to bottom, it's taken 47 bars. However, if you look at the other way and the up phase, so from the bottom bar that's touched the line to say the top bar there is just short of it. This bar actually hit the line. So let's go with this bar. It's 26. So 47 to 26, you can see that it's taken 47 bars for it to come from this point down to here. I'll write that in so you've got an idea. So it's taken 47 bars, and this is a daily chart, so we class as 47 days. However, you know, there's got Sunday bars in there, and so therefore we will, you know, have slightly less, but you can see I've just counted the bars as they are. It's 47, and we had 25 bars going to the upside. So the time it's taken the trade to go from this line down to this line in the down phase has been 47. Okay, so there was a compression there, and then it broke out, and from this one, from the bottom at this bar, this line here, to the top to this line, you can see it's taken 25 days, okay, to get to the upside. So you can see there's a bit of a breakout there. You can see the compression happening along there. Okay, you keep observing it to see how far it can go and where it's going to make the break, and then using the strategy that you employ to take your trades, you can see you can get a good run and take it up to the upside there. So that's market compression. Market compression happens, and then at a certain point, it's going to break out and revert to a direction which you can capitalize on. So that is the market compression and what it is, and how we can take advantage of market compressions when they happen, because they have happened very, very recently. So that's that. So market compression, I hope that makes a clearer picture for you on the market compressions. What we'll do now is let's do the market update. So let's have a look at euro dollar on a daily chart. We have had a couple of trades on the euro dollar this week, and keeping an eye on it to see where it's going. Euro dollar there, we've taken it to the upside. So there you are. We've had a strong run to the downside. Now we're waiting for a move to the upside. Hopefully, you know, there's a support line there that we can actually get to, and a resistance line at the top there, so where we can look to try and capitalize on this. And the euro dollar, dollar Swiss, as we've mentioned, there was a bit of compression, and now it's had a breakthrough. So, you know, there are trades in place at the moment as we speak on the dollar Swiss. Reached a high and it's come back down. So just keep an eye on where this will go and whether it's going to carry on compressing further, or if it's going to make a further break on the dollar Swiss. Pound dollar again, We did have a compression for a while now, and now we've got a breakout to the upside. So we're waiting for the upside to happen, and now we've taken some trades because we've got a bit of a swing happening there, as I mentioned earlier. So let's keep an eye on the pound dollar and see which way it reverts to. But now we can start taking trades on the pound dollar. It's been very quiet up till now for the past few weeks on the pound dollar. Dollar yen, we've had some movements going on here. So as you can see, there we are. Get rid of some of these lines for you, so it makes it a bit more clearer. These lines were there to give you a bit of a reference, but yeah, there we are. Moving forward, EURUSD, yeah, we did have a little bit of a turbulent time within the month of January where it was kind of very choppy. Couldn't make this mind up whether it's going to go up or down, and now we've got to move to the upside, so which is a good run. We did have a good run on this and the cash-in strategy. So we're back in the game with the dollar yen. Aussie dollar, a little bit of a compression going on there. We haven't got much of a move. There's a slight move here, but just something we need to keep an eye on because we have had some trades placed on this, and they will today. I believe we did get close to our stop loss for the live trading room, but not quite. The low was at 7717, so not quite. Yes, we are still in the Aussie dollar trades to the upside, and we'll keep an eye on that. So that's been a good run for us this week on that trade. EURUSD, slight compression going on, but we are seeing some movements. Just something we need to keep an eye on further. We haven't got much idea of what the direction is at the moment, so yeah, we just keep monitoring this further. FTSE, what's the FTSE done? Yeah, since the beginning of November, we haven't had much of a direction, but we had a run there, which was in late December, coming into the new year. But then since then, very little happening on the FTSE for us. Dow Jones, similar to the FTSE, turned to the downside, and then now it's recovered back into where it was initially on the support there, and resistance for where the market wants to go. So not much in the third term of what the movements it had in the past. Okay. Coffee, another one that I explained to you last week when I was talking to you about the market compressions, and I drew the lines to tell you why it was channeling within these lines. And as you can see, it's still within those lines. It hasn't made a breakout as of yet. But I'll leave the lines on there for further, reference point when we go into the markets as they occur. Brent USD, a good run on the Brent USD. However, we would have placed a trade on the cash-in strategy here, and that would have taken us out for a loss. But since then, the market has rallied to the upside, and it's looking good still. So, a good run on the oil if you are in the oil trade. Silver, still choppy and within the two lines that I've drawn for as a compression. However, just something we need to keep an eye on, because the market is slightly choppy with silver, and we're just going to keep monitoring it. So take the trades according to our strategies that apply, and hopefully we can get some good long runs on the silver, because it does have them, as you can see, good trends. And finally, Bitcoin, I drew the line last time when I did the market update and showed you that it was close to 42,000. And then we've had a slight dip on the Bitcoin, but since then, as you can see, it's rallied up again, and today's high was 48,887. So 48,800, just shy of 49,000. on the Bitcoin. So as I said before, if you had the foresight to get into the trade when it was down there, then you have made a good run on the Bitcoin. Okay, so that's the market update there. Let's have a look at what our charts have done for us this week. What we'll do is we'll start with the elite room. So on the elite room and the primary runners 20% OE strategy, we had no trades, so that's 0%. On the primary runners 70% OE was the same 0% because no trades were taken. Oh, the cash in 4.0 70% OE for the elite room. We did have a trade running and we took a profit of 1.40%. And on the continuation patterns, we had no trades. That was 0% there. So the total for the elite room this week comes to 1.40%. And on the live trading room, we had no trades on the money bar 3.0, so 0%. Primary runners was 0% because no trades were taken. However, we do have a trade now on the primary runners. Lift off 20% OE. Nothing was closed out, 0% on there. And the lift off 70% OE, we had 0.27% profit for that one. The cash in 4.0 20% OE, we've had a good week with 1.56% profit on that one. And the cash in 4.0 one day exit, we had a 0.31% profit. So a good week overall for us on both rooms. That gives us a total for both rooms as 2.14%. And then for the live trading room is 2.14%. But when we add the elite room at 1.40% and the live trading room at 2.14%, we have a final total of 3.54% on a plus side for us this week. So a good week for us this week in the two trading rooms that we operate here at Master Markets. So that's the end of the market update for this week. So until the next time, stay disciplined, follow the plan, and keep trading like a master.